When using Lightroom, there's one major rule that you need to follow just to make sure that you keep things tidy and you don't mess anything up behind the scenes. And that rule is to only move things around inside of Lightroom. And let me show you what I'm talking about. The Folders panel is a reflection of how your folders and photos are stored on your computer or your hard drive. You can go into these folders and view the exact same images and folders that you see in your Lightroom catalog. But if I were to move a folder inside of my file browser and then go back into Lightroom, now Lightroom doesn't know what happened to that folder. I also have exclamation marks on each image because it can't find the images. It's not where I told it that it was when I originally imported the photos. I can find the missing folder if I know where it went, and in this case, it's not that difficult to locate because I did it intentionally. But if I were to go into several folders and move photos around, or just make a bunch of changes behind the scenes, not necessarily in editing the photo, but in how they're structured in terms of their naming and their location, that can really mess things up. If you do too many things, you may not be able to recover and locate those files as easily as you would like. So I'll go back into this folder. I'll open that back up in my Finder. And now we can see that I have that 2015 folder and that green smoothie folder inside of my folder structure on my computer. So if I instead move that folder inside of Lightroom, that also moves them on my computer. And I even get a notice that tells me this. I'll go ahead and click Move. And if I go back to that folder, there's my green smoothie folder inside of that 2015 folder, exactly how I have it set up inside of my Folders panel in Lightroom. So just be sure to move things around inside of Lightroom to prevent Lightroom from getting confused and not being able to find those files inside of the database.